Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is the SonicSegaGamer, and before I talk about today's topic, I just want to let you know that I've actually appeared on Curry Fan Official's video for the very first time as a special guest, and we told some few discussion stuffs. And well, if you want to see the clip, let me just give you a small preview of me appearing on Curry Fan Official's YouTube channel. Here's the clip.
Hey YouTube, and we're back with another video, and today we're going to be doing some epic things. What the f- is that? Kirby, what are you doing here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Alright, and as a little special guest, I'd like to introduce Sonic Gamer Fan. Say hello.
Unfortunately, yes, that's actually my username, but apparently, my YouTube is actually called the SonicSegaGamer. You guys know what I do on my channel. I do gameplays, solid topics, rumors, and other stuff. So, yeah, this is actually the first time actually appearing on Curry Fan Official's YouTube channel, and, well, ever since I first met him, we taught us some cool stuff, and yeah. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, Curry Fan Official's trying to get back to making videos and stuff, but I also gave a few suggestions on VR chat. I asked him, hey, besides role-playing, think about doing like other topics too, like talk about maybe video games, TV shows, and also talk about what's taking so long with Ninja Muffin completing the Friday Night Funkin' game. Like, the game's not even finished yet. He did say though that the game is still currently in development, so all we got is just a demo version of the game, Friday Night Funkin'. So yeah, he's gonna talk about that in his next video really soon. Curry Fan Official will talk about it. So yeah, so go check out his channel and go check out the video as well. I'll put a link to his channel and to the video I appeared in as a special guest down here in the link description below. So feel free to go check out his video that I appeared in and go check out his channel as well. Links will be in the description. But other than that, let's just get on to today's topic. So yeah, today's topics. Cue intro. So remember a while back when I made that video talking about the Animal Crossing movie that deserves an English dub, as well as talking about some video game franchises that deserve their own TV show for once? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about. In fact, I never even talked about it in my video because I wanted to talk about this video and stuff pretty much like whatever month it is, and basically to give my thoughts of how they can improve themselves and stuff. And yes, I'm aware that the Super Mario Bros. Movie came out last April, and boy, that movie was fantastic. I watched the movie with my family, we had a good time, it was stupendous, the movie. The movie was a masterpiece. And the craziest part about the movie is that Bowser sings the Peaches song that got stuck in my head since day one. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to make a video that I promised to you guys, and that is to talk about my top 5 favorite Nintendo franchises that deserves their own TV show. So let's not waste any time. Let's just get straight to the point of the video and stuff. So yeah, grab a popcorn, grab a piece of pizza, or whatever, and watch as we talk about the top 5 Nintendo franchises that deserve their own TV show. So with that being said, let's get straight to the video. Starting with Number 5. The Legend of Zelda series. Number 5 is the Legend of Zelda series. The Legend of Zelda series, they didn't get enough TV shows that much. So basically when I heard that they were making a Legend of Zelda cartoon show, I was like, holy crap, this show's pretty cool. Now, I know many people don't like this show because of a few reasons, and that's perfectly fine. It's just that this show came out back in the late 80s and the 90s, I think. But in 1989, a studio called DIC Studios, and I cannot pronounce the name right now, I don't want to say it because, well, it's just the one word I don't want to say it. Something that's inappropriate, which I don't want to talk about. But anyways, DIC Entertainment Studios made this Legend of Zelda cartoon show along with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show back in 1989. Now, for what I heard the show received positive reviews and negative reviews. But let's be honest, this is the only show in Legend of Zelda series, a TV show to get its own TV show back in the late 80s. It's just that the Legend of Zelda series didn't receive that much TV shows that much, you know? And I can understand a little bit disappointed at that, but you know what? I think it's safe to say that this game movie right here, or the game TV show, sorry, the Legend of Zelda cartoon show deserves either a new show or either a reboot of it. As you can see what I'm holding here, this is actually the collector's edition of the Legend of Zelda cartoon show. The complete season, which shows all the episodes right here. This is pretty cool. Over 3 hours of action. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I think it's safe to say that Nintendo of America can do a new Legend of Zelda cartoon show or reboot the old one and see how that turns out in HD. One problem though, they need a new company to actually help with the show. Probably DHX Media Studios. Probably can help them out with this show right here, so yeah. But I think it's safe to say that Nintendo should make a new Legend of Zelda cartoon animated show for once. And we deserve it. I mean, the best thing I like about the show is how Link says, "Excuse me, princess," all the time, and it was hilarious. Brings back memories. But like I said, this show deserves either a reboot or a new Legend of Zelda cartoon animated series. So yeah, think about it, Nintendo. You got your own studio now, the Nintendo Picture Studios, so maybe you can give us a new Legend of Zelda cartoon show. And if you ever bring this show back, well, good. But make it better. So yeah. Well, here's hoping we're going to get a new Legend of Zelda cartoon show as well as a movie really soon, so yeah. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, on to the next one. Number 4. Donkey Kong Country series. When it comes to the Donkey Kong franchise itself, as well as its TV show, I was like, okay, this show kind of looks somewhat familiar or something. But then I heard that they made a brand new Donkey Kong TV show back in the late 90s. And the TV show I'm talking about is called Donkey Kong Country TV show, or series. So yeah, while many people don't consider the CGI version, and yes, this was done by CGI as well as motion capture, I can understand why the show kind of flopped for a reason. In fact, as a Donkey Kong fan myself, I've always enjoyed playing his games, mostly Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Then years later, when the N64 came, back in the late 90s, they made other games too that was made by Rare, such as Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong 64, and both these games were masterpieces. Okay, maybe Donkey Kong 64 had a lot of problems like the backtracking part, but this game was still fun to play. In fact, I still love Donkey Kong 64, as well as Diddy Kong Racing. Then years later, after a brand new studio took over the Donkey Kong franchise, such as Retro Studios, they decided to make a spiritual successor to the Donkey Kong Country series, like Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii, as well as Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Wii U. This game is, well, decent and stuff. So then when I heard that a studio would make a new Donkey Kong Country TV show, I was like, holy crap, this show is pretty decent. I do like the sing-along performance sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, and it's pretty cool. In fact, Donkey Kong Country TV show was first aired back on August 15, 1997, and the show ended in the summertime of July 7, 2000. So, I know many people are going to ask, well, when are we going to get a new Donkey Kong Country TV show? A reboot of it? I don't know. Oh, and speaking of reboots as much as voice acting, there's a YouTuber who made a short animation called Donkey Kong Country Return to Crocodile Island. It's an anime short created by Alex Henderson Animation Studios, or Alex Henderson. Pretty cool, shout out to him. He decided to bring back the original cast who voiced the Donkey Kong Country TV show to reprise their roles in the short called Crocodile Isle. And when I watched this animated short, I was like, dang, look at that animation, looks pretty cool. Heck, they even got King K. Rool's voice actor to reprise his role to sing that song called Tip the Scale. And oh boy, that looked pretty cool. I love that so much. It's pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Not to mention, Donkey Kong in the TV show was actually voiced by Richard Yearwood. And Andrew Sebastian voiced Diddy Kong in the show as well. Then you have the great late Aaron Tager voiced Cranky Kong in the show. It's pretty cool. Then you have Joy Tanner voicing Candy Kong. And yeah, the Candy Kong version that I hate in the Donkey Kong Country TV show, she's just a big jerk in the series. Who wrote this script for her personality? That is not the Candy Kong I knew. Really? And speaking of writers, why the heck would they make Candy Kong look like a complete idiot right here? I just don't like her personality. And the way I see it, she just likes to also boss everybody around, telling them, oh, our date's off, don't call me, don't ever come to my house, ever. Like, what the freaking heck? The Candy Kong that I know is more sweet and kind to the rest of the Kongs. Well, in this cartoon version, the Donkey Kong Country TV show, they made Candy Kong look like a complete moron, an idiot.
Whose banana peel is that?
What banana peel?
The one on your head, you baboon! Our date's off. Don't call me, don't drop by, ever.
Not to mention Candy Kong is, in this cartoon, is tomboyish or girlish, I don't freaking know. But, you know, it's the writers. Like, really, writers? You should not make Candy Kong look like a complete idiot right here. That's stupid and dumb. But hey, it's your show. You made them like that. And then you had other voice actors. Let me see. You got Donald Berta as Bluster Kong. Does anybody remember Bluster Kong? Because I don't. You also have Damon D. Olivera or something as Funky Kong. And then the other two actors you have is Ben Campbell as King K. Rool, and yes, Adrian Tross as General Clump. Yeah, I'm not going to say all the other actors, voice actors names, but they actually got contacted by Alex Henderson Animation on YouTube, and they reprised their role in the Donkey Kong Country Return to Crocodile Island, or Crocodile Isle, animated short, and boy does it look pretty cool and stuff. So yeah. In fact, I actually have proof right here.
Are you sure? Isn't there a portly, clawed fellow who's got it out for you?
Creed? Not a chance.
It's, okay. Great to have you back, Your Highness. The Kremlin crew's been in a bit of disarray without you.
It came again.
How many times have we been over this? There's no Mr. Keith Crud Rule residing within these walls, soldier. I don't even know who that is. Why we keep getting this junk man?
Lump, my dearly dauntless Clump. Remind me, if I ever were to kill myself, I could scale to the heights of your blind devotion and leap down towards your IQ!
You know, it's a very handsome name. Well, I'll be, welcome home, sir. On a slightly less sensitive note.
That gets me laughing every time. Also, if you want to see Alex Henderson's short video where he was doing the Donkey Kong Country anime short called Return to Crocodile Isle, go check it out. I'll put that link down in the description below so you guys can go check it out. And if you want, feel free to do a reaction video and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see the old Donkey Kong Country TV show voice actors to reprise their roles and stuff. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Heck, even Alex Henderson got Richard Yearwood to reprise his role as Donkey Kong in this Donkey Kong Country Return to Crocodile Isle in this video, this anime short. It's pretty cool, I love it. Hey, Illumination Entertainment Studios, if you're watching this, please hire Alex Henderson to make the best Donkey Kong Country TV show ever. Think about it, a reboot or this time in 2D animation, it'll be fantastic. Come on, Illumination Entertainment Studios, like you did the Super Mario Bros. Movie with the help from Shigeru Miyamoto. Why can't you hire this person? Like, hire this YouTuber person. And yes, according to his article or his bio on YouTube, he was a free agent working at animation studios for years. So yeah. So come on, hire this guy. We want a new Donkey Kong Country TV show for once. Or if you can, maybe do a Donkey Kong 64 TV show if it's possible. I doubt. So yeah. But a new Donkey Kong Country TV show would be nice. And they can bring back the original voice actors, including Yearwood, of course, to voice Donkey Kong once again, either in a reboot or a new Donkey Kong Country TV show. Let's also bring back the voice actor, King K. Rool, which I mentioned just now, so bring him back as well. Like, come on, we need a new Donkey Kong Country TV show. But that's just my opinion. What about you guys? Do you want to see a brand new Donkey Kong Country TV show, or at least a reboot of it? Let me know down in the comment section below. But anyways, on to the next one. Number 3, Animal Crossing series. Bet you guys know this series I'm talking about, but it's mostly based on the movie as well, and based on the video games. That's right, at the number 3 spot is Animal Crossing. Now we all know that we did get to see an animation version of Animal Crossing, but it was only just the movie that came out in Japan back in 2006. So when I heard that the studio, Toho Studios, who worked on other movies like the Godzilla movies, as well as working in animations like Digimon and a few Pokemon movies, you know, back then in the 2000s and the late 90s, and the 2000s of course, for what I heard, they actually made an Animal Crossing movie that's based on the game. And again, I'm talking about is Animal Crossing City Folk. And you know, I think it's about time that I show you this DVD that I actually got where you cannot find it anywhere else. Yeah, a few Japanese stuff came to America one time, and even though they were not translated, that's okay. Well, except for one game that actually got translated and stuff. Sort of. But yeah, anyways, prepare yourself because you're not gonna believe what I got this from either eBay or from Amazon, I think. And that is... yes. This is the Animal Crossing, the movie on DVD. Or, to put it more specifically, Animal Forest. You know, I've always wondered why this movie never got a release outside Japan. Not to mention, it also came with the DS suitcase, which looks pretty cool. In fact, I can tell a few people actually own a few of these Japanese version copies of Animal Crossing movie, or basically anything related to Animal Crossing that's only made in Japan. But like I said, when I first got this on DVD, because I want to watch it, even if it's in Japanese, I just want to watch this movie, you know? So yeah, Animal Crossing, the movie, was one of the best movies that Toho Studios, along with Nintendo, made this. And you know, I think it's safe to say that we need a new Animal Crossing movie or TV show. Like seriously, like come on Nintendo! What's keeping you from making a new TV show for once? Like I said, following the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, we might get a chance to see this movie get localized for once. And you can compare it too, from Japanese to English. Back in 2007, and here's a little history. Back in 2007, they were actually interviewed by some game critics or movie critics, and they actually asked Nintendo of America if they have any plans for an Animal Crossing the movie in English. Unfortunately, according to Nintendo America, in 2007 they said they had no plans for an Animal Crossing the movie localized into English. So basically, we don't know if they're ever going to localize this movie or not. But now that I think about it, I think it's safe to say that now is the time for Nintendo America to bring this movie on TV screens.
and in theaters. It's such a shame this movie never got an English dub version. Well, there's the fan dub and other languages, but let's be honest, I think it's safe to say that this movie deserves an English dub for once. I mean, heck, we could have gone just now, but let's be honest. If Nintendo America ever localized this movie into English, I want to watch it in English dubs and stuff, and see how it looks like. In fact, I'm not the only one who got this movie from eBay. My other friends own a few Japanese copies too, in Japan language only. I'm just saying. But yeah, Nintendo America, if you watch this, localize this movie. We want this in English. And other languages too. Like I said, an Animal Crossing movie release, like a re-release but into English, will be nice. As well as other languages too, you know? As well as getting a new Animal Crossing TV show for once. We need an Animal Crossing TV show based on the game Animal Crossing itself, you know? Like, come on, Nintendo! You got your own studio, Nintendo Picture Studios. Learn to bring these TV shows to life. Or these franchises to TV shows to life, for once. Like, come on. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you want to see an Animal Crossing TV show as well as an English release for Animal Crossing the movie? Or, into Japanese, the Botsu no Mori. Yeah, I can speak in Japanese. The Botsu no Mori. Which translates to Animal Forest, the movie. Or Crossing. The way, whatever you prefer. In fact, I kind of like these characters. Margie, Rosie, this character named I. What? You don't remember this girl? What do you think? She's the main character of this movie right here. Well, these were one of my birthday gifts I got, or for Christmas, years ago back, before I made a YouTube channel. But yeah. Also, if you have a Japanese copy of Animal Crossing movie, let me know if you guys own this copy too. If you guys have it. In fact, you can get this from anywhere. Amazon, eBay, whatever. But yeah. Oops, sorry. But yeah, but an Animal Crossing movie in English will be nice. We do deserve it. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what movie Nintendo's gonna do next. And what movies will get localized. But yeah. And as well as get an Animal Crossing TV show, cartoon, and animated series will be nice. So yeah. But anyways, moving on to the next one. Number 2. The F-Zero series. When it comes to the F-Zero series, well, you got its racing games and stuff. And to be honest, I want to put this in the number 2 spot. Yes, I'm not making this up. So basically, the number 2 is, of course, F-Zero, that deserves its own TV show. Now, as far as I know, back in 2003, there was a video game TV show called F-Zero Grand Prix Legend, or GP for short. They also made a game about it, based on the show itself. Unfortunately, the show only ran for like 1 or 2 seasons. I don't remember, but as far as I know, there were 15 episodes that was in English dub, and 51 episodes in Japanese. The voice actors, like Captain Falcon, was actually voiced by David Willis, and then his friend, I forgot the character's name, Gregory Abbey, and then you have Veronica Taylor. Yes, you guys remember Veronica Taylor, the voice of Ash Ketchum. So when I heard that Nintendo was making a F-Zero Grand Prix Legend anime series, I was like, holy crap, I never see this. So, it's pretty cool. In fact, F-Zero Grand Prix Legend, the TV series, didn't last that long. It only lasted for like 1 season and 14 episodes. A little bit disappointed, but it is what it is. But I have to say though, it only lasted for 2 seasons. But the one we got was only short. Only 14 episodes in 1 season. Yeah. We will get 2 more episodes for season 2 into English, but that's just it. So, yeah. So basically what I'm trying to say is that F-Zero Grand Prix Legends was one of the best video game anime, TV show, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. One of the best TV shows ever. In fact, I consider this as one of my friends' favorite video game TV show of all time. And not to mention, before Captain Falcon got his own TV show, he also appeared in Super Smash Bros. Series as well as an unlockable character and playable character. He appeared in this game, and of course, my favorite fighting game of all time, one of my favorites, Super Smash Bros. Melee. And yes, as you can see, that's Captain Falcon right here. Captain Falcon will also star in his own video games as well before he gets his own TV show on the TV screen. And I gotta say though, it was a masterpiece. Of course, I didn't watch the whole thing. But let's be honest, I think a new F-Zero TV show would be nice. And as far as I know, it's safe to say that Captain Falcon should get his own TV show for a new direction, like a reboot of the old show or a newer one. As far as I know, Nintendo has no plans for the F-Zero series to return anytime now. But the director of F-Zero said he wants to bring back the games as well. So if the F-Zero series ever comes back, the video game as well, then they can make a brand new TV show for Captain Falcon at some point. In fact, Captain Falcon deserves another TV show for once. Same thing for Donkey Kong. So yeah. Captain Falcon, here's hoping you will get another TV show in the future. Just think about it. Alright, well, we are finally down at the last franchise that I wanted to talk about. However, before I get to the number one pick, the very best video game franchise that deserves a TV show of all time, here are some few honorable mentions. Number 1, the Earthbound series. That's right, I'm talking about Earthbound. That is the number 1 spot. Number 1 is Earthbound. Man, it has been so long since we gotten those Earthbound games franchise, and they were later ported to other consoles like the Wii U, the new Nintendo 3DS, as well as the Nintendo Switch Online service. But what I really love to see for Nintendo to make is a brand new, or basically a Earthbound TV show based on the games itself. In fact, you see Earthbound right here? That game deserves its own animated and cartoon series. Because let's face it, Earthbound never got its own TV show. I would love to see one. In fact, if they could do the same thing for the other franchises, they could also do the same thing for the Earthbound series. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing Earthbound 2, also known as Mother 3, to have its own TV show for once. In fact, maybe make a trilogy about, or basically have like a I think time traveling or something, where basically each of the protagonist characters gets their own spotlight for once, including Lucas from Smash Bros. And yes, from Earthbound 2, which is now the game's called Mother 3, but it's Earthbound 2. I wouldn't mind seeing those kids with psychic powers to go on an amazing adventure, have full voice acting, and so on. In fact, did you know a YouTuber named by Watano Lemmet, he makes these great Earthbound fan anime scenes, or in this case, fan animations. I gotta say though, I have to give credit to this YouTuber, Watano Lemmet. He makes great Earthbound fan animations, as well as other stuff too, you know? Heck, he even did one for Super Mario RPG fan animation as well. So, credits to Watano Lemmet because, yes, I'm using his clip as an example right here. So, credits to Watano Lemmet. Shout out to you, by the way. So yeah, basically, Watano Lemmet makes great Earthbound fan animations. And if this person on YouTube can get hired by Nintendo, I guarantee you, that we will finally get an Earthbound fan animation and cartoon versions as well. Probably both. I mean, just take a look how Nintendo's doing with the Pokemon cartoon shows, animations as well. Well, they're the same thing because they're from Japan and stuff, and then later came here for dubs, English dubs at some point. So, if they can do the same thing for Pokemon, they can be dang well sure they can do the same thing for the Earthbound series. Just think about it. Earthbound, the animated series. I would love to see this on TV screen for once. As well as released on Netflix too. I mean, sure, Studio Animation did it with the Cuphead show. Maybe Nintendo can do the same thing for their franchises as well. So yeah, an Earthbound animation show would be nice. Just think about it. You know, have full voice acting, 2D animations, and so on. Like I said, credits to Watala because I'm actually using one of his videos as an example right here. So, credits to him. I'm giving you credit, buddy, so you deserve it. But like I said, you know, an Earthbound animation show will be very nice. Like, very nice and stuff. So, if Nintendo can do the other franchise a good success, like on movies and TV shows, they can do the same thing for Earthbound. Heck, I wouldn't mind seeing an Earthbound live action as well as a 2D animation movie for once. So yeah, like I said, following the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I say anything is possible. Never say never. Anything is possible. So basically, an Earthbound cartoon animation show would be nice. In fact, I think Ness deserves his own TV show for once. I want to see also his friends like Paula, Jeff, and Pooh to see what they look like in their anime cartoon and also cartoon version counterparts. You know, based on the game. Earthbound. But seriously, why this franchise never got its own TV show? I always started wondering. Fans were even begging to Nintendo to make an Earthbound TV show. But fortunately, they were not into animations until now. But with Nintendo's new studio, Nintendo Picture Studios, to bring these franchises to the TV screen and also to life, I say anything is possible. Never say never, because Earthbound is the one franchise I want to see come back. Of course, I wouldn't mind seeing an Earthbound remake in 3D. Now that I think about it, I wonder how Earthbound featuring Ness and his friends will look like in 3D as well. A remake for the video game. Just imagine. Well, I mean, there was planned for Earthbound 64 for the Nintendo 64, but it was actually cancelled. Yeah. But, to be honest, they could just remake the other Earthbound games. But there's one problem though. Shigesato Itoi, who worked on the Earthbound games, said that there were no plans for other Earthbound games in the near future. And he said it's up to the fans now to decide if they want to continue making an Earthbound series without Shigesato Itoi's involvement and stuff. So yeah. But I have to say though, an Earthbound TV show would be nice. And in the future, if Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound featuring Ness will ever get these games remake one day in HD, that will be nice, but in 3D. Just imagine. Well, an Earthbound animated series will be nice. So yeah. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you think Earthbound deserves its own TV spin-off for once, or a TV show for once? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. So yeah. And Nintendo America, if you're watching this, please do an Earthbound TV show. We want it so bad. So yeah. And with that, those are our top 5 Nintendo franchises that deserves its own TV show for once. So what do you guys think? Did you like this video? I'm pretty sure you do. And well, though I mentioned the other TV shows in honorable mentions, I wouldn't mind seeing a Star Fox cartoon animated show for once, like a full series. Because the last time we had a Star Fox animation show, they only gave us just a short from that first episode called Star Fox Zero something. It was actually a short animated show to help promote Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. I think it's safe to say that Star Fox also deserves its own cartoon and animated show for once. As well as other shows I mentioned, such as a new Super Mario cartoon for once, or basically a new Pikmin cartoon animations and stuff. Maybe a Splatoon cartoon animation will be nice. Heck, anything Nintendo can think of, they can bring these characters, these franchises, also on TV screens for once. You know? I wouldn't mind. Even Pikmin as well. Maybe Pikmin deserves its own cartoon show for once, and animations. But for these other lists I mentioned here, I also wouldn't mind seeing Nintendo to do something for the Earthbound series, like probably make a TV show about it, and explain the story of the 3 characters, or basically 1 or 2 of them, Ninten, and then the girl's name named Anna, and then the other character that calls him Filthy Four Eyes? Yeah, it was one of those Earthbound fan animations for once. Lloyd. They can actually make an episode and basically an origin story for the TV show Earthbound based on the characters. Like Ninten, Ness and his friends, as well as Lucas and his friends as well. Like just imagine, Earthbound, the animated series. That will be awesome. And of course we all know Atlas also made their own video game TV show for once, like Persona 5, the animation, as well as Persona 4, the animation as well. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, but those do not count. That's a Sega and Atlas TV show. But like I said, you know, I would like to see an Earthbound animated series for once, as well as bring back either some other franchise, well, like the TV show for once. Like maybe a reboot version of Donkey Kong, but make it better. The Donkey Kong Country reboot, or a newer Donkey Kong Country TV show, as well as making a new Animal Crossing TV show for once. We need an Animal Crossing TV show, either on Netflix, on TV cables, or on the streaming services. Just think about it. As for Earthbound, well, for my predictions, it'll probably be called Earthbound, the animated series. That would be cool. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't know when Nintendo Picture Studios is ever going to announce these upcoming animated movies or cartoon shows. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing some cartoons. But like I said, following the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the CGI animated movie, I say anything is possible. And of course, if we ever get a new Super Mario cartoon one day, like a new one, I wouldn't mind. Hopefully. But yeah. Well, like I said, Shigeru Miyamoto is now making movies with Illumination Entertainment Studios, as well as both Nintendo America and Japan. So yeah. And Shigeru Miyamoto, if you're actually watching this, and I know you are because I know you're busy and stuff in Japan, please bring the Super Mario anime movies to outside Japan, to America. I want the fans to see the Super Mario anime movies on what they look like in English though as well. Like, release it outside Japan. Just think about it. Yes, I forgot to mention this in the video. Nintendo Japan did a Super Mario anime movie back in the late 80s and 90s. It was only released in Japan. But when it surfaced on the internet on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers decided to fan dub these characters. So, if there's a good chance we're ever going to get these Super Mario anime movies to America, I say anything's possible for localization and so on as well. As of right now, we don't know when they're going to announce other anime movies for once, you know? So yeah. Now, of course, the movie is actually called The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, but in Japanese it's called Peach Heim something. Yeah, sorry, I can't even say the name right. But like I said, I never talked about this in my video, but I want to see Nintendo Japan to release the Super Mario anime movies outside Japan so we can have it for localization into English. Well, with Nintendo Picture Studios around, I say anything is possible. So yeah. But let me know what you guys and girls think down in the comment section below. Do you want to see these franchises turn into a TV show? Do you want to see a Super Mario anime movies to come to America for English dub at some point? And most importantly, do you want to see Nintendo to make a brand new, or basically a new video game TV show called Earthbound, the animated series? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And that's basically it. Well, thank you for watching, everybody, and sorry if this video is like way too long, but I just want to get this done, talk about the top 5 Nintendo franchises that deserves their own TV show for once. Hopefully in the future, Nintendo Picture Studios and Nintendo themselves of America will decide which shows will come on the big screen. As of right now, there's no plans of when they're going to announce the TV shows or basically a movie or something. But I have to say anything is possible. Also, people are asking me, do you think Nintendo can make a Super Smash Brothers movie at some point? I don't know. I mean, that would be a cool idea, but not so sure if the Super Smash Brothers movie would sell well. Well, like I said, anything is possible. So yeah. Well, thank you for all watching, guys. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave your comments, and subscribe. I am the SonicSegaGamer, and I will see you guys and girls next time. Until then, peace out, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, peace out.